The USPSA breaks the country into sections. Sections are assembled to make areas, and this is the 2021 Area 4 Championship. But before we get there, we have to make it to the U.S. Shooting Academy up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which means a road trip. My buddy Red's Dot drove up from Austin to pick me up, and we rode up to Tulsa.
One thing about Texas is when you're driving, you never know if you're going to need like a camping chair or a deer feeder or a lot of toilets and just a lot of tchotchke stuff. And that's why we have Buc-ee's.
Here we go. I'm not saying that breakfast tacos are the perfect breakfast food, but I'm not aware of a better one. Some more coffee and we're back on the road. You can tell you start getting close to Oklahoma because the terrain starts rolling and then all the casinos start.
Windmills and casinos is what most of Oklahoma is. And Tiger King. We'll get to Tiger King here in a bit.
North Texas is great, but it's mostly flat. Oklahoma has amazing terrain and beautiful trees. The natural beauty of Oklahoma really is something special.
There it is. We wanted to go see the Tiger King. That's the exit ramp that would take us to go see Tiger King.
Eventually, we got to Tulsa where we met the rest of our housemates. There was Yi-Min from California, John from California, and Robert from the Paracast in Utah.
Basement is totally legit from a building code perspective, and I'm not at all going to fall down it and totally kill myself.
I can't stand up in the basement. At all. Hold on, wait 1 sec. I'm holding the camera on my eye level. This is a house for midgets.
Yeah, so John was going to put me in here, and I'm standing in the door frame right now with my feet on the ground, and my shoulder almost hits the top of the frame.
This is what it looks like.
Yeeman is right-handed.
Dude,
Robert is
I'm grabbing
left-handed.
your gun. I'm thinking, oh yeah, the mag release is.
Brian is left-handed.
I didn't even.
And
think
John
about that.
is left-handed.
After screwing around at the Airbnb, we headed to the range to recon the stages.
Look, CZ has a new competition gun.
It'd be good if they sent them to YouTubers who catered to competition shooters, wouldn't it? While at the range reconning stages, I got to meet Christian Seiler, who's the two-time Open champion, but more importantly, he's the limited 10 national champion for 2021. And for those of you not familiar with USPSA humor, limited 10 is a joke of a division that should be deleted, but anyway, he won it this year at Low Cap Nationals. Christian is a heck of a talent. He's truly remarkable to watch, and he absolutely smashed the field in open division, which is what I compete in at this match. He won by over 10%, and there were other top-level GMs at the match, so he's operating on a completely different wavelength. Christian's agreed to come on my podcast, so if you haven't subscribed to the Humble Marksman podcast, go ahead and do that on your favorite app. We left the range and we went to dinner in downtown Tulsa, which is actually really cool, at an awesome little Mexican joint, and tried the Punisher salsa, which really wasn't that bad. After a couple beers and Mexican food, we had some more important places to go. Just kidding, we went to Walmart to buy supplies for the next day.
So this is beer, and this is face paint, and this is ribbon. I wonder what this is going to be for.
Back at the Airbnb, we did really intellectual stuff, like sitting on the front porch and watching bugs die by the bug zapper, which is really a southern pastime. We turned in early to go sleep the sleep of champions to get ready for the match the next day. With our game faces on, we headed to the range bright and early for an 8 a.m. start.
Man, hot!
Since Yi-Min was on my squad, what that means is we had walkthrough music. I can't play it for you because of YouTube copyright rules, but basically whoever was the first shooter got to pick the song that everybody walked to the stages with. It was a nice touch, and basically the whole match took on a nostalgic Nintendo theme. Also, since Yeeman was on our squad, it means we got to wait for Yeeman to get ready to shoot. Yeeman's make ready takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes per stage. So we all sat there and got older watching Yeeman mentally get ready to shoot.
Waiting on Yeeman to eventually get ready.
So ready to.
Yeah. So I mean, I figure eventually we'll shoot the stage.
The readiness will be beautiful.
It is 9:15. I mean, we could kind of get brunch.
Sure, that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Ready. It'll take forever and a half.
I'm gonna write the next great American novel while Yeeman gets ready to shoot.
Yeah. Like a 400, 500 pager. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. We waited.
So at the end of the day, none of us really ran away with the match or anything. John did the best in the house, both in the overall and in carry optics division. He finished 11th. I was 16th in open in a field of 70, which was good for second A class. Yeeman was 28, which was good for third A. That's not really what it's all about, because you can't always win, and the people who are winning usually have a level of commitment that's just kind of unreachable by those of us who do this for hobby and for fun. So at the end of the day, winning's not really why we do it. I got to compete against Christian, who's the best open shooter in the US for the past 2 years, possibly the world, and see how you stack up against somebody who's the best at what they do in the world is truly humbling and also kind of exciting. And outside of that, I got to spend time with really cool people who I would never met another way if we just went about life the way we normally do. But more important than that, it is a chance to pursue mastery. Trying to do something in your life truly great, to be way better than you were the day before, and really keep striving, because there are no perfect stages in USPSA. You can always do something a little bit better, and there is the yardstick of all the other people who are competing, so you have kind of this objective data on how you're doing. So if you don't have something that you're pursuing mastery on in your life, I would highly recommend it. USPSA is not a bad thing to try, but I'm sure there's other stuff out there. I appreciate you guys watching this, and you can watch the match video here, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these other videos. See you guys later.